What's going on, guys? It's your boy Drizzy Dre, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. So this one's gonna be like an unboxing slash review of a product that I just received. So as most of you know, I have my Galaxy Z Fold 2. The other day we were coming home, put it in my pocket, we were riding in the car. Didn't have anything in my pocket that I know of, and when I took it out, for some reason there was a pretty big nick on the screen, and I'll show you a close-up of it here. But there was a pretty big nick, and I'm hoping it didn't get all the way down to the screen, but it's definitely on the screen protector, so we'll find that out today. I actually just ordered this from Amazon and it came in today. It's a another screen protector, but this one is actually kind of like a frosted look, so it's not going to be glossy, kind of like how this one is, where it shows all the reflections and fingerprints. This one's actually going to kind of mimic what the back glass looks like, where it's kind of frosted and it kind of subdues some of those reflections a little bit. So hopefully it's as good as it intends to be, and we'll get a first look at it. So let's get started. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Just so you know, my camera right here might be a little bit in and out of focus randomly, but I did it to where it's on autofocus, so that way in case I got to show anything to the camera, it'll focus on that. So yeah, I don't want to have to go through all the settings to try and change that on the fly. So yeah, it might kind of shift in and out of focus, but just kind of deal with me here. I also do have this top-down camera, as you can tell right here, so that way you guys can actually see a first-person view of it. And yeah, we'll see how well that works as well. So let's get into it. So as you can tell right here, got the phone, got the screen protector, got my little knife, and I've got a little adventure park card. I don't know, it's one of the little attractions that we have here in town, so I don't need that anymore. Don't want to show my actual credit card, so that way I don't see that information. But let's see what's inside the box real quick. So as you can tell, it does say that it's tempered. It's not a glass screen protector. I don't know why the packaging says that. This is actually just a regular screen protector, so don't get fooled by that. But open up the big old box and they have just this right here, so I don't know why they have this much extra space. It is like a foam right here, so I appreciate that to kind of help it, but as far as it being this tall, there's kind of no point in that, just kind of wasted package. But what you get in there is your screen protector, and then obviously your little wipe, so nothing too special in that. Let's go and move that to the side, and let's get this started really quick. Let's go ahead and turn off the screen real quick. So like I said, you do have a dry wipe or I'm sorry, wet wipe and a dry wipe. Again, this is just so you can kind of clean off all the grease and everything that's on the screen. What's cool about this one is it actually has kind of like 4 layers to this, so you'll kind of see that once we get into it. But let's actually start getting this one off, so that way we can move on with installing this one. So right here, I've just got my little razor blade. I'm gonna go take it out of this, so that way I can actually just kind of get underneath. Now I will say I'm pretty nervous about this because I obviously don't want to scratch up my actual screen. That's the reason why I've got the screen protector. I will say this screen protector was okay. It did get some nicks and scratches on it, obviously, but the fingerprints is the thing that kills me. Obviously, my old Fold kind of had the same problem with just the screen, but this thing is it's not very smooth. Your fingers kind of stick to it as you're kind of dragging your finger along. So I didn't really like the screen protector. Hopefully this solves that problem, but either way, I'd rather have my screen protector than not, so that's why I never took the thing off. Let's get started though. All right, so I'm gonna try and take the approach of doing it on the camera cutout, and that was a little bit easier than I thought. Again, I'm trying not to actually push on the screen. I'm just trying to grab the screen protector, and there we go. So I will say Samsung recommends that you don't do this yourself, but they do tell you to take it into a Samsung store, and I don't have one of those here. The closest thing I have is there's a Samsung booth that's at Best Buy, but that's the closest thing I have to me. So as you can tell right there, the screen is still clearly working, and this thing is halfway off. Let's go ahead and get like a visual representation of that. Actually, I'm probably gonna get a screenshot for the video. So now let's go ahead and keep peeling this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the screen so you guys can see. This thing is peeling off just like any other screen protector. I am gonna go slow. Again, I don't want anything to happen to my screen, so I'm gonna go kind of slow. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I had to move the mic to the side, obviously, so that way it didn't interfere with the video. But as you can see right there, here's the screen protector and here's my phone. So I guess let's show the screen protector really quick. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, but the nick is right here, right above my finger. Again, it's kind of, I'm gonna circle around it so you guys can see. It's like almost right on my eyeball. You can see it kind of moving around right there on my face. So hopefully you guys can see that. Again, I showed that close up so you guys can actually see it. But yeah, this thing is technically trash now. Go and throw this over here, and fortunately enough, my screen is perfectly fine. It had a little mark on it. I'm guessing probably like grease and stuff that had got actually underneath that part, because I'm thinking that screen protector was actually coming off, and that's why it had like it looked like it had a bubble underneath. We don't turn that off. But screen is fine. Now I've got to clean it, and then we'll get this one installed. So let's get that started. Yeah, this is just not working. That wet wipe is definitely not wet enough. So I think I'm going to have to take the precaution and do it with my shirt. Again, I didn't really want to, but let's see what that does. Give me like a few minutes. Okay, and we're back. So I got it looking pretty good. Again, I don't know how well you're gonna see these smudges or anything, if there is any. But I got it looking pretty good. This was just with my shirt. Again, just something to get it cleaned off. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. Move all this to the side. I don't like trash being in the video. What happened to my blade? There it is. Like that. Okay, we'll leave that. So get this thing pulled out. Now again, this thing comes in like 4 different parts. So it's really cool. And again, we'll kind of explain it, everything. It does show you everything on the front of it right there. See if I can get a better focus on that. So yeah, it gives you everything right there, and it even has these little tabs on the side of 1, 2, 3. Again, you just follow those and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and peel off tab number 1. All right, so what this part is going to be is so you kind of line it up yourself. Now, this is one that you have to line up yourself, so that is one thing that I will say was kind of skeptical about. Let me wipe this off a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of skeptical about this thing at first, just because of the fact that you have to line it up yourself. But what's cool about this is when you peel off that first layer, this is actually just a sticky part to pick up all the dust. And again, we'll look at that in a second. But this is actually just so you can line it up and pick up all that dust. So go ahead and try and line this up on my camera. See how well that does. Let me go ahead and scoot it over just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. This layer is just to be able to pick up dust and dirt, and also to line it up. So okay, so that looks pretty good right there. So now again, what I was saying, this layer has a sticky backing, and this is going to get up any kind of dirt and anything like that. So all these little bubbles that you see right here are not actually going to stay there. This is not the actual screen protector right here. So now that we know we have it lined up, we know that the dirt is being taken off, you lift up this part by itself. This is number 2. Lift this part up. You're going to hold this part down so it doesn't move. And then you're going to take off tab number 2. So as you take off tab number 2, you can see what's left is the actual screen protector. So what we're going to do is hold it here. We're going to get our card, start kind of squeezing it over. Now, one thing I will say is they even say it themselves. This thing could take about 24 hours, 48 hours to get all the bubbles out by itself, but they will eventually all move out of the way. So if there's any kind of bubbles or anything left over, do not be too wary of it, because they should start disappearing by themselves. As you can tell, obviously I am pushing my card against this, and you'd probably be like, what are you doing? You're probably scratching the screen protector. That's not going to work after all, because you're just scratching it again. But you were wrong, because this reason why I was saying this thing comes in 4 parts is after I take off this bottom part, lay it down, there's another film right on top of that you peel off, and then that's it. That actually protects the screen protector, from getting scratched while you're applying it. So okay, I think we're gonna call that one pretty good. I got about 70% of everything. So now let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Lift this up. And then we are going to start peeling the backing away. All right, guys, so we're back. This is going to be somewhat of a finished product. As you can tell, there is still tons and tons of bubbles on this thing. Oh, let me turn my screen off. This thing still has tons and tons of bubbles on it, but again, like I said, from what they say on their marketing and stuff, these bubbles should go away over the next few hours. So let's go ahead and get this top layer peeled off so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I will need my razor blade, so give me 1 second. Let me pick that up. Okay, got the razor blade. So now let's try and get that protective layer off without pulling up the actual screen protector. Okay, as you can see right here, this is the little protective layer. If you can see it on this camera a little bit better. We're just going to, okay, camera just turned off for whatever reason. Keep finishing it on here, then I'm gonna go and keep pulling this off, and that should be it. So now, again, there's still gonna be tons of bubbles, but this is what the finished product looks like. And as you can tell, a little bit more matte, doesn't have that glossy look to it. And so that should help out with like fingerprints and stuff. So give that a test. Yeah, you can tell right there, no kind of fingerprints or anything from what you can see right there so far. But yeah, like I said, we'll let it cure for a few days. All right, guys, so this is gonna be probably about I would say maybe 10-15 minutes after the install. And to me, it looks like the bubbles are already starting to kind of get a little smaller. They haven't gone away completely, but let me turn that off again. It looks like the bubbles are starting to get a little bit smaller, so hopefully that is a good sign, and these things start going away pretty soon. Again, you can still fold it, and it does not do anything to that screen protector. So like I said, hopefully that'll actually get some of those bubbles on the hinge part gone. So they do come with a version that goes for the front screen as well as the back, which I don't know why you would want to get the back unless you had the black one, because this is already, again, frosted. And then there's also a part that goes over the hinge. I don't know if I'm going to be getting the one for the front or not, because I did see that there is a tempered glass screen protector for this front part. So I might opt for that one just to have that extra protection, because as you can tell, I'll put a video up right here. This thing has got quite a few scratches on it. I accidentally dropped it when I was trying to grab something from behind the washer. Fell out of my pocket, and it got stuck literally while, like, where the washer was on one side, the dryer was on the other. There was no way for me to pull it up, so I had to drag it out. It really hurt, but it didn't do anything to the screen as far as I can tell. These scratches aren't very deep, but it did scratch up the screen protector very well, so I do need to get a replacement for that. So I think I'm opting for that tempered glass one, so we'll see what happens. Another little side note is the old screen protector. Let me see if I can unfold this really quick so you guys can see. Okay, got that unfolded. So the old screen protector, again, I don't know how you're gonna see it, but see how it has that little U-shaped cutout? Let me say it there. See how it has this little U-shaped cutout? The new one, which this is just the plastic that goes over the screen. This one actually has a hole punch cutout. Again, I don't know how well this is gonna show up. This one is actually super see-through. Maybe? No? You can see it moving around kind of right there by my nose and my eyes. But anyways, this one is actual circle cutout instead of it being like a U shape. So it actually protects that upper part of the screen instead of leaving it exposed. Again, this thing was kind of really rubbery. I will say the new one so far, from what I can tell, the feel of it is pretty smooth, and it's pretty easy. It doesn't really, like I said, it doesn't really hold onto your fingers like the other one did. So I do like it so far. I'm just gonna wait a few hours again. I will come back with an update just after this over the next few days, and that way you guys kind of see that. It's gonna all be in one video, so just stay tuned right here, and it should show up. Okay guys, so it's been about 24 hours since that last clip you just saw, and I mean, I even went and got a haircut and everything, but I let this thing kind of cure throughout the day while I was at work, so I kind of wanted to give you guys a final result of what it looks like. So as you can see right here, most of those little bubbles and everything that we were having yesterday have pretty much gone away. There's maybe 2 or 3 little ones. There's actually one that's going to be right here by my fingertip. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up. It's that white little dot right there. That is actually something that got caught underneath the screen protector while I was applying it. So unfortunately, it's not 100% perfect, but you can tell that this thing did pretty well about getting all those bubbles out of the way. So another thing is you can see the diffusion of the light. That way there's no kind of reflections or glare too much. And then also with the fingerprints, you don't really see much going on there. Now, again, if you are eating something, you know, kind of greasy or anything like that, those are definitely going to show up. But as far as regular fingerprints, you don't really see too much on there. And we can kind of compare that to my Fold 1. Okay, so here's my Fold 1. You can see how glossy and reflective this background is. Of course, this one doesn't have a screen protector on it, but you can see how glossy this is. And the moment that I start touching on the screen and stuff, you will definitely get fingerprints and stuff like that all over it. So this thing was definitely constantly being cleaned and wiped off. While this thing shouldn't have too big of a problem. Like I said, you can kind of touch all over this thing and there isn't anything that's going to show up for the most part. Now guys, there is something that I did notice while having it on, and it's something that I definitely want to point out to you guys. So in case you guys are looking to try and buy this, you guys kind of get the forewarning of what to expect. So when you're looking at the screen right here, there isn't anything that you can kind of see. It looks pretty good, no kind of problems. But the moment that you switch to a lighter colored background screen, you're gonna see these little dots everywhere, and that's actually just that frosted slash matte material, I guess, that's kind of causing it to look a little bit funny. So you will see all those little dots everywhere. Again, like I said, it's mainly only on when you're on a light screen or even a white background screen. That's going to show up. Again, like I said, when you're on any kind of thing that has color or dark colors, you shouldn't see it too much. So I just want to kind of let you guys see that for yourself, so that way you know what it looks like once you actually have this thing installed. Now for me personally, it's not too big of an issue. I mean, it does detract away from how beautiful the screen is supposed to look, but for the fact that you get to keep away all the fingerprints and it's actually still protecting your screen, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. Again, like I said, I just want to let you guys see it and know, so that way in case you guys do want to buy this, you know exactly what it looks like on your screen. Other than that guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I will leave a link in the description for this product, so that way in case you guys want to check it out, it will be down there. I got it from Amazon, so no kind of third-party websites or anything like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will try and get the glass screen protector order for this thing. And also I did order the standing aramid case that Samsung sells, but it's still back ordered for like 2 weeks or so is what they're showing so far. But that's been literally changing every single day. So hopefully that gets in soon and I'll do an unboxing review of that as well. So hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell to get those future videos from me. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.